Hello. Ooh, what is with this lighting? Oh no, I gotta figure something out. There's ugly lighting going on today. That's a little better, I guess. Weird situation. You probably won't even see me over here anyway, because we're gonna have Artemis the second cam, and I don't know if I'm gonna actually turn on the cam part or if I'm just gonna talk. But we will see. Hello, hello, mother.
Hello. Aren't you looking cute?
This is week-old hair that definitely needs to be fixed. And I'm gonna try to tangle my hair today. Let's see. I think I need to turn the music down just a skosh. And say words. Can I hear you, Mama?
Words, words, words.
I can hear you. Okay. We can do our introduction, and then I will do all of the usual technological issue things. And then we can get started, I guess.
Were you running late this morning?
I was. I just didn't sleep very well. I need to get some. I'm probably actually going to order them today. Some like sleep headphones, because I keep getting woken up by just like various, like the dog drinking water, the hubby snoring, noises going on outside, just like various noises that don't normally wake me up, but I also used to have some over-ear headphones that I would sleep with, so I didn't really hear those sounds, but those headphones are now broken. And so now I have.
You sleep with over-the-ear headphones?
Very carefully. I can sleep with these headphones. These are Wayne's big headphones. I can sleep with these. If you adjust the pillow just right.
I sleep on the side with my head like this, so I can't even sleep with my.
That's what you do. You sleep on the side, and your ear falls into the crook of your arm, so your face is like resting against your arm, and your ear, where the headphone is, falls into the crook of your arm, so it's not pressing against your ear. That works with over-the-ear headphones. Surprisingly, what it doesn't work with is earbuds, because I'll try to sleep with earbuds, and I wake up with earaches because the earbuds have been pressing into my ears, and it hurts like a lot. So I have
the weirdest sleep ever, because I sleep with an earphone in, but like when I turn over, I switch the earphone to the ear that's not laying down. So I'm constantly doing that while I'm sleeping.
Wild. I have lost at least one pair of earbuds trying to sleep with like
earbud. No, I sleep with wired headphones.
Oh, wired.
I do not sleep with earbuds because I would lose them.
Nah, I like a good, like, these are wired. These are not my preferred headphones to sleep with. Also, they're not mine. They're Wayne's. But I love a good, like, Bluetooth over-ear headphone. That way, I don't have to worry about the earbuds pressing into my ear holes and giving me pains, and I can like move around without having to worry about a cord flinging my phone 40 miles away.
I've got 2 sets of Bluetooth over the ear that I don't wear because they're too tight. I feel bad because they were given to me for Christmas, but they're too tight. I can't wear them for more than like 30 minutes because they're too uncomfortable. And I have them loosened up as much as I can. Mm-hmm. I have one of those. I bought one of those headbands that has the ear inside the headband, so you put it over here. But it is a hard circle about this big. When I lay down, I feel it, so I can't.
Because that's what I was looking at to get to sleep. But even if it's a hard circle, it'll still be outside my ear instead of pressing into like my ear canal. So I feel like I'll still be able to sleep with it.
If you can sleep with those big cans on your ears, then you could probably do one of those headphone things.
Okay.
I just prefer to have the thing in my ear.
I need something to block out all of the ambient noise in my room when I'm going to bed.
Okay.
All right.
This is supposed to be a playing around day. Are you ready to play around?
I'm trying to be ready. Let me switch to Artemis second cam, and we'll see how this goes. I'm going to... How did I do this before? I mute over here and then pull my headphones, right? I think that's what I do.
I think so. I'm guessing. Oh my, so I guess it's just us, folks. While we are waiting for her, maybe I could bring the crossword up. Let's see. Even though our crossword button is not here. Oh, there you are.
Okay. All right, let me figure out, because I moved my phone arm somewhere. I think it's tucked under my computer at the moment. So I'm just going to figure out a way to prop you up. Can I be sideways? I don't know that I can be sideways. If I turn on auto rotation on my phone, can I be sideways?
We are professionals.
No, we are not professionals. That's why we have 0 viewers, because we can't seem to get this stuff straightened out before we go live.
Because it's hard to straighten it out before you go live because you can't check all of the stuff. Okay.
Well, other people managed to do it, so we must be doing it wrong.
Yeah, other people also have like thousands of dollars worth of equipment. We're your relatable buddies.
I think it's just we don't know what we're doing, because you got to know how to test all this stuff before we get live. So
isn't that relatable?
Maybe it's relatable, but we had 1 viewer and now we have 0. So they apparently tuned into us fumbling and decided not for me, and they left.
Oh well. We are about to get started. I'm pulling up.
We are talking to ourselves at this point.
We're usually talking to ourselves.
Well, we're usually talking to at least one person.
We're usually talking to our one person who is now in France at the moment. Yeah. Okay. I am. Let's see. I don't care about your spring sale. Okay. I've got my Xbox pulled up. We'll see how well that pulls into the thing. Do you want to switch our banners so we can do our proper introduction?
Sure. That pre-show rambles needs to be moved to the top because it's hard to find.
Okay, I'll make it a folder because we can actually have folders where all those things are. So I'll make it a folder.
Or I could just move it up like I just did. Okay. Are you gonna go ahead and start?
I forgot that I start. Oh, I forgot that I do the Friday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday Coffee Klatsch Playing Around. How do I normally do this? It's been too long.
Are you bringing in Twitch?
Oh yeah, I should probably do that. Oh no, I've lost all sense of how to do anything. Let's try that again. And now we've got Twitch. Once again, hello everyone, and welcome to Coffee Klatsch Playing Around. It's Friday, it's morning, we're awake, we're professionals. I am your first presenter, host, streamer, Artemis, the fatigued.
And I am the person who brought her into this world, Danny.
And today we're going to be playing some games. I'm currently bringing up Disney Dreamlight Valley, just to go over because we touched on the beginning of that game, and then we can switch to something else. If you have another game that you want to try after this, then we can do that, or we can play some words on stream maybe, if we have anybody in. But we played the very beginning of this game and kind of touched a little bit on like what kind of game it is, what kind of things that you do. I wanted to revisit it. It's currently loading. I wanted to revisit it because there are some like mechanical things that came up that I'm like, ooh, this is something that I like. This is something that I definitely don't like. It's definitely something that like, I didn't have to buy this game, so this is Game Pass, but there are definitely things that I would like to have known before purchasing the game if I was going to purchase it.
Mm-hmm.
And things that I'm sure my mama would like to know before playing this game because she was considering it.
Yeah, I have it loaded on your father's MacBook because there is a version. It's kind of confusing because when they announced it was not going to be free to play, they announced, okay, this version on Apple Arcade has this and this, but it doesn't have this. This version on Game Pass has this and that, but it has the other. This version that you spend money for has this and this. But if you're a person who bought it before the announcement, then you get this and this. And it's a hot mess. But there was no way, because we've discussed this before, I'm not a Disney adult, so I was not going to pay my hard-earned money for it. But since it's on a service that I'm already paying money for, I wanted to give it a try. It took forever to download, so I haven't even tried it. I downloaded it really, it took most of my afternoon for it to download on the device, and then I opened it up just to make sure it would run. And then that's all I've done. I have not created a character or anything. I opened it up and it started doing the opening thing about how Dreamlight Valley used to be nice and now it's not. But by then your father was home because it took all afternoon.
Yeah, it still takes a while to load in. This is my loading screen. I have been trying to load this up since we started the intro.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But
I'm hearing the music. Let's see. Let's turn off our little jazzy number.
So the opening moves smoothly when I opened it on, but I haven't had a chance to try to play it.
Okay.
I also downloaded Wildflowers on his device.
Why are you re-downloading Wildflowers on another device?
Well, only because if he's going to let me occasionally play games on his device, if I put Wildflowers on my iPad, at this point they've had several updates, so like I have to take several things off of my iPad to put Wildflowers on my iPad. So I thought, well, let me just try it on his device, but it doesn't transfer it's not reading in the cloud to get my data. So it's not, even though I'm logged in on my iOS login, it's not reading the data. So I would have to start a brand new game. And I'm like, no. And I thought I'm just gonna say this briefly and then we'll get to what you want to do. I thought it was because I had taken it off of my iPad. So I thought, okay, well, let me re-download it onto my iPad so it recognizes that I have an active game, and I played the active game a little bit, and now I'm going to go back on the MacBook to see if it recognizes it. Now that I've played it recently on my iPad, maybe it will recognize you save and bring up. Because as much as I love that game, there are things in it that I don't like. And I don't want to have to repeat. Yeah, I don't want to have to start all over from the beginning and have to play some of those parts that I just did not like. But tell us, your character looks just like you.
Yes, I've changed my outfit once again. I could probably go down and this is a close
You can't make them as bootylicious as I would like, but it still looks a lot like you.
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the day-night cycle is kind of frustrating for me. It's easy to fix, honestly, but I normally play my games at night. This is the only time that I'm playing during the day, which is why it looks dark. I offset my day-night cycle. Mickey, chill out. I offset my day-night cycle. Which is something that you can do over here in the settings. Yeah, the graphics, I offset it by 10 hours because I normally play at night and I wanted to be able to see everything. But now that we're playing during the day, it is right at all.
So basically it does like real life.
Yeah, the time.
So if it's daytime here, it's daytime on the game unless you do that offset thing.
Yeah, so I just reset it to 0 offset. So it's not like bad. I wish there was an option for it to just always be daytime. Like I don't want to have to adjust it every time that I go in. I wish there was I like the offset because there are probably some people that can play in the morning and can play at night. I can only play one time a day. and it's usually at nighttime unless it's Friday, in which I'm playing in the morning. So I would like the option to just like stop the day-night cycle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Cozy Grove was the same way, and I tend to play at night, and so it would be completely dark, but it like gave you a flashlight that you could run around with, but it just did not. For some reason, it did not run as well when it was the night part.
Yeah.
So I had to turn it today so that it would run better.
I mostly just changed it because I spend a lot of time picking my outfits and stuff, and I just want to be able to see my character. I don't want it to be dark. The next thing, so we were clearing out all of these like little thorns and stuff. The forgetting thorns or whatever. Oh, here's another thing that I'm going to talk about real quick. Sometimes you activate something and it starts like a little quick time thing. So you see how these coins have like glowing under them. That means that if I wait too long, they'll just disappear. Like usually, it spawned a chest. Usually you get rid of the thorns and it'll just spawn like a single coin, or you like dig a hole and it spawns a single coin, or you pick a plant and it spawns a single like plant, like harvest thing. But sometimes it'll do a quick time event, and it took me a while to realize that's what's happening, because it did have kind of a little timer sound in the background, but because of like how everything is kind of crowded, some of the things were like hidden behind a wall and stuff, and so I didn't see, and so it took me a while to figure out that is what was going on. But the thorns, they are definitely a like recurring thing. So like I don't know if there's a point where yes. So I don't know if there's a point where you like properly clear this entire area and then the thorns will stop spawning. But I have not quite figured that out yet. Things like clothing, you can buy some clothing at Scrooge McDuck's shop, which I'll show you in just a moment. But a lot of the clothing that I get are in chests like this. I'm still trying to understand what the colors of the chests mean. Like, is one of them rare? Is one of them yada yada? Or do like blue chests mean the little moonstones? Do gold chests mean the money? But it doesn't always seem to correspond. So I'm not super positive. The next thing that I want to talk about is the main thing that you need to let me circle back. The thing that I feel like makes it a little hard for me to play this game is the quests, because there are literally so many.
Go ahead.
I thought that it was going to be like one main quest, and there's like the one story quest. But to get that story quest, you essentially have to do the other quests anyway. Because like right now, my main quest is friendship is everything. I have to reach level 5 with 3 villagers. To reach higher levels with the villagers, I have to do their quests anyway. So, and it's just like a lot of things to keep up with. And so I'm like, well, let me focus on this one. Okay, well, I can't get one thing for this. Let me focus on this one. Well, I can't get one thing for this. Let me focus on this one. And it's like a lot of back and forth, where I would prefer to be able to like, let me do all of Mickey's quests. Now let me do all of Scrooge McDuck's quests. If that makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense, because trust me, I come from, and I don't know if this is a result of, because this game was originally going to be free to play, so maybe they were following some of the free to play model. But when I play a lot of, you know me, I play mobile games all the time, so I play a lot of free to play games. I'm just now getting into actually spending money on games, so I'm used to this model of, and that's why I never really finish a game, or I end up abandoning games, because you'll start out with the game and it'll be like one quest, and then they'll give you the next quest, and then they'll give you the next quest, because they're trying to get you used to the mechanics and stuff. But then you get to a point where there's a quest here, and then there's this special limited time quest that's over here. And there's another one that there's a holiday coming up, so we're going to throw this holiday quest in here that has, so you've got all these different quests going, and it clutters up the screen for me. And at least the screen that you showed looked relatively laid out neatly, so you can see what you were doing. But when you play free to play games, it's on both sides of the screen, and sometimes some things across the top, and you don't know which things are free and which things they want you to try to pay money for. And I mean, I've played enough of them that I've kind of gotten used to it. Like in certain games, the ones on the left are free, and the ones on the right, they're trying to get you to pay money and stuff like that. So I've gotten used to that, but still, it's very cluttered. I've also noticed that in a lot of the Asian games, the ones that look kind of like anime, where the art style kind of looks like anime, you start with the game and it looks like you're doing Excel or something. It's like it's got so much data, all over the screen. And even though it's in English, I feel like you're speaking another language. You are giving me far too much information, and I just opened the game. I haven't even learned how to play it yet. So I know what you're saying. That's a lot when there's a lot of requests going.
Because I'm just trying, like, my goal playing this game was I want to, like, do a little bit of farming, see some of the stuff, and then I just want to see, like, the areas and get to the characters that I want, which I guess is everybody's, like, goal for the game. But you have to do literally so much. I had to do, like, 5 quests just to get Wally over here. Like, he was the first person that I accessed. I had to do, like, 5 quests just to get him over here.
Yeah.
Also, how they determine the prices for things, wild. I will never understand. Like this shirt that was over here, 8,000 bones. Are you kidding me?
I saw you making a face.
Why is this so expensive? It's not even that cute. I also kind of really want these friggin' Lion King shoes I've been saving up for, and I hope I can get them before they leave his shop. That's the other thing, is there are some clothing items that are just like Disney clothes, or some clothing items that are just like plain clothes, but then some items you can see in this, like some things you can recognize immediately when you're looking at them that this is the theme for them. And then some things, they're like more subtly themed, and up in the top right hand corner you can see this is from The Lion King. And these are cute, but I do not have enough money for that. And getting money like really takes a while. Honestly.
Yeah, because again, it was going to be a free-to-play game, so they were trying to make it so that you either have to grind to get the money or just give them some real-world money.
Yeah. The other thing, something that I'm happy about though, because I was stressing out, because the map is not super big once it eventually opens up. So if I go back to the map is not super big. We've got this whole section, which is the little section that I started off with. And then this is the lower section where you can go fishing with Goofy. I also like that you can see everybody's characters moving around, so you can find where everyone is at any point. Because
that's cool. Because that's one thing they do not have in Wildflowers, is that you cannot find where everybody is.
Well, there's that. And then you can also, like, say I want to go find Goofy.
Stardew Valley, come to think of it.
The other thing is, say I wanted to go find Goofy, I click and highlight Goofy, and then when I come back, you see it gives me a little like quest trail to follow to get to him.
That is cool. That is
right. Cool. I really like that, because sometimes I'll walk around over here and be like, I thought he was over by this lake. Where is he? But
I think part of that is because if you look at that map where you were showing the map, I can see there's areas, so it looks like they're going to open that stuff up.
Yeah. So if I zoom out, there we go.
Yeah, so you're going to want to be able to find people, because that's going to open up bigger soon.
Yes, and I could open one of these areas, because I think it's like $5,000 to open the pathway to one of these areas. But the two things that I'm hesitating on are, because I kind of want, when I get new people, right now I placed Wally, this is Wally's house right here, down here by the lake. Which seems okay, because Wally likes plants and likes growing things and everything. But the next two people that I'm supposed to be getting, the next two houses I'm supposed to be getting, are Vanellope Sweets from Wreck-It Ralph and Mirabelle from oh my goodness, Solely by Encanto. And this does not seem like the location that I want to put them in. I don't know which of these other places that I want to put them in, and they're like, I cannot move forward with some of the quests until I place their house. Like right now, the finishing part of 2 of my quests is to place their house. And right now, this little area is super crowded. So I have to figure out which place. And like, it looks like you can move the houses to a different area, but not like easily, if that makes sense. Like if I go back, so this is Wally's house that I placed. To move it, you go to, let me go over. You go to the furniture section because houses are considered furniture. And then you minimize this, and then I can select Wally's house, but I can't like put it back in my pocket. Like once it's placed, it is placed. Right now, because right now, Mirabeau's house and Vanellope Sweet's house is like technically kind of in my pocket, and I can place it. So to move his house somewhere else, I would have to like just drag across the street
bit by bit.
Yeah, until I get to where I want it to be. Actually, can I even go up the? Okay, yeah, I can go up here. But yeah, I would have to drag it around until I get to the place. So if I'm opening up a whole nother like area, let me put that back. If I'm opening up a whole nother area, I'll have to drag it across like dirt and water in the woods and stuff. Yeah. And this is, as far as I know, this is a zoomed out. Let me see. Do I need to do this? No. How do I zoom out? Zoom in and out. It says right trigger plus right stick. But I'm holding right trigger and it is not letting me zoom out. Right trigger, click, right stick? No. Yeah, it is not letting me zoom out, and I don't understand why. So this is, I guess, as zoomed out as I'm going to be able to get. Like, I would like to have been able to zoom further out on the map so that I can see better where I'm placing the house. So that's why I'm, like, holding on to 2 houses right now.
So my question is, because, you know, if you have watched this for any amount of time, you know that I am a fan of Wildflowers, and Wildflowers has spoiled me for all other games, especially the story aspect. Because does this feel like there is an actual story, or is it a story setup? What I mean by that is there's a lot of these free-to-play games where they give you a setup in the beginning. Like the setup of this game would be that, you know, that what they did in the opening of, you know, this used to be a nice place, but now these forgetting vines are coming up and everybody's forgotten stuff, and we need you to help clear it out. And for games, that is all the story there would be. Your actual gameplay would just be quests saying, okay, clear this section. Okay, clear that section. Okay, clear this section. And that would be your whole thing. There's no, whereas in Wildflowers, you are constantly getting cutscenes of people talking about their lives and why you need to do this thing and what's going to happen next. Every quest that you do is leading towards, it's not just a little side quest because, you know, Shelby is hungry and he wants you to make him some soup, and then you make him some soup and it's like, oh, thank you for the soup, that was nice. There's a few things like that, but but most of the things lead you toward the actual story.
It definitely feels more like a story setup with side quests, because right now, it disappeared. Okay. There's also these weird like ghost versions of things that keep showing up. But right now, like my quests have been, every once in a while the characters will talk to each other, because one of my quests was like, help introduce Wally to somebody who will make him feel more comfortable in the valley. And so you introduce Wally to Goofy, and then you stand there and they have little chat bubbles over their head of Wally and Goofy talking to each other and like having a conversation. But there's so far, there's not any like story. There is a little bit of like flashback stuff. Where do I need to go? Is it in the memories maybe? Because there are these things that I keep getting that are, here we go. They're the old ruler's diaries. I think that's what this is. There they are. Yeah, I keep getting these things. How have I missed so many in the beginning? And then they start here. But you pull it up and it's like, time is running out. I must do whatever I do. I must protect. Merlin will know. And then they're just little snippets. The meadow is a fair, peaceful place full of soft grass, good for a picnic and walk. So it's like kind of talking about the before, like giving some story from the before. And those are interesting little snippets to read. But it still doesn't feel very much like a story. Like the closest thing that I've gotten to like a character talking about what's going on in their life is Mickey. His main quest right now, Minnie is missing. And so Mickey's main quest right now, he's like, oh man, I wish Minnie was here. She would know what to do. And like, oh, let's plant some flowers in her garden. That always made her happy. And like, oh, well, some people are coming back. Maybe if we do some of the things that she likes, she'll come back. So like there's a little bit into his character about that. But other than that, there's no like story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that's part of why I kind of stopped playing Wildflowers for a while, because there was this overarching main story, which I don't want to give away because I want you to play this game. But there is this overarching main story, and then once there is this big showdown, then the story is pretty much over.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few little events after that, and I did all of those. Right now, where I am in the game, there's really nothing. I mean, I don't even have any quests from anybody at this point. I have just like the notice board. You know how a lot of farming games have the notice board. Can you go get me some? Can you go get me some peas because I want to cook something? You know, I have a couple of those, but other than that, I have nothing really to do in that game. So all I'm doing right now in the game which is not even really a quest. It's more, I'm trying to unlock the few achievements that are left. I think there's like maybe 6 or 7 achievements left on not in the game itself, but in well, you play on Xbox, so you know how Xbox has
my Xbox achievements,
things where it's not in the game. It's like
meta achievements.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of what it's called on iOS. It's called game something. It's Game Center. Game Center, I think it's called Game Center. Where it used to be something where you could click on Game Center. Now you can't really get to Game Center unless you do an achievement. But so I think it's I think there's like 40 achievements, and I think I've unlocked like 25 or 30 or something like that. So I've unlocked a good bit of the achievements, and I think all that's left, other than a few that I can unlock, and then after that, I think all that's left is like marry the different people, which I don't think I want to just like divorce and marry over and over. Just to remarriage. I know it's a game, but it just feels rude,
right? And then y'all are all living in the same town.
That just feels rude. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say, so this is the castle, and this is where I finally it took I had to do a lot of friendship stuff to get Dreamlight crystals to unlock the castle, to get rid of the thorns there. I had to have an influx of magic or whatever. And so this is Wally's door. I was able to get Merlin was like, you can open this door, this door, this door, and it was kind of pretty clear who each person was. And so I'm wondering if all of the doors are going to have someone, because there's a lot of doors in here, but only some of them have the vines on them. This is clearly Moana. This one is Remy from Ratatouille. But then if you go up the stairs, so there's 3 more doors here that have stuff on them, but then there's these edges that are cordoned off where there are clearly more doors over here. But I don't know if it's something they're going to add later, or do I need a DLC to get rid of this velvet bar? But if I walk up to the door, then I can get rid of the stuff for 3,000 Dreamlight, which I think I have enough for that. I could check that. But one, I also need my Dreamlight to open up a new place. And two, if I open up another door, I don't know where I'm going to put these people. It's like a weird situation of trying to get to some sort of equilibrium so I feel comfortable like placing people's houses or like starting new missions or whatever, but things are never done. Like there's always a thing. It's weird. But I'm gonna go ahead because I think, how much Dreamlight do I have? Yeah, I've got 5,000 Dreamlight, so I'm gonna go ahead and open a new place because I need to place those two houses. So I'm gonna come over here and open a new place, and we can see that together because I have not opened a new place yet. Also, I keep you'll probably notice I keep picking up Easter eggs. The Easter event is still going on, so I'm just nabbing those up while I can. Okay, so this costs Starlight or Dreamlight, and then opening the doors in the castle costs Dreamlight. And then I feel like a couple other things cost Dreamlight. And the only way to get Dreamlight, you can't like sell things for. You can, sometimes you'll dig Dreamlight up out of the holes. Sometimes you open a chest and there's Dreamlight in it. And then the only other real way to get it, I believe, is to do like friendship quests with people. And that helps build up Dreamlight. So there's that. And then there's actual coins, which you can use for like buying seeds and vegetables from Goofy Stand. And then buying like decor and stuff at Scrooge McDuck's place. So let's open this up. Investigate. Hello, Merlin. I fear the forest of valor is exuding dark magic. The pillar of friendship in the meadow must be fixed. That should allow us access to the new biomes. Aw, shoot. I forgot that I needed to do that. I thought that I could just open it up. I hope that investigation didn't spend my money since I didn't get anywhere. No, I still got it. Okay, so that's the other thing is I would have been so upset. That's the other thing. The other thing is there are these like pillars that like helped protect the valley. But then when the forgetting happened, then the orb. So I'm assuming that this is the orb that goes into this pillar. Merlin said they were scattered around, but I was like, it's right there. But I have to finish all of his friendship quests to be able to do that. So that was, I didn't even know that was going to happen. I didn't even know that was, because I hadn't even tried to investigate other places before. So I guess I need to finish doing more friendship quests before I can even open another area. It is just, I feel like I'm just constantly doing so many things.
But are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it. I just wish there was less. But if there was less, like it is very clear that this used to be a free to play, or what they were planning on this being a free to play game. So like there's a bunch of like little things for you to do that like if you were on your phone, this is like, oh, I've got 5 minutes, let me collect some things. Or I've got 5 minutes, let me sell some things. Whereas I want like big overarching, like let me do it. Like if I'm sitting down to play a game, I'm going to sit down for like 2 hours. Let me do a thing.
Yeah. Trust me. I know. That's kind of why I gave up on Cozy Grove, even though I knew going in that the idea for Cozy Grove was people don't have a lot of time in, like they were modeling it on the things that they didn't like about Animal Crossing. They like Animal Crossing, but there were some things they didn't like in Animal Crossing, and they were trying to change those with their own game. And one of them was that when you go in Animal Crossing, you feel like there's always things that you're doing that you can't just go in for 5 minutes and be done. Yeah. And I think the other thing they were saying was that there was a lot of things that depended on what time of day it was that you went in or whatever. And so why did I not notice your hair in this game before? That's so pretty.
You helped me pick this hair. It's the same hair. It's the
I
same here
don't
that we
know,
played
but,
Detroit
but
City.
for some reason today, when you were running around, I was just looking at the jeans and the body and everything. I wasn't paying attention to the hair. But the thing with Cozy Grove is that I felt almost like it was repetitive. I felt like I was just doing the same every night when I would get on the game. I was just going and collecting the same kind of things over and
Yeah,
over
it
to
does
take
feel like a lot of that.
to certain people. And so I got bored with it after a while. That and the fact that there were like the ghosts, I finally leveled up like either 2 or 3 of the ghosts to where there really wasn't anything else you do for them. They like in Cozy Grove, they kind of like turn like gold, like
Yeah,
shiny gold, and you can't. I don't know if you ever got to that level with anybody in Cozy
I
Grove,
think I did with
but
one.
and I kept thinking because every time you would unlock a bit of story with them, it would be kind of vague, and so I thought, okay, once you get to the end of their story, then they're going to explain everything. But
Yeah.
even with the ones that I unlocked, I felt like the story was still very vague. It was
Mm-hmm.
like I unlocked the whole story, and I still didn't quite understand what they were, because all the ghosts on Cozy Grove are like regretful of something in
Yeah,
their lives.
but
You
it's never
know,
like super clear what it is.
exactly. They all died with some kind of regret, but it was not clearly spelled out. You had to kind of make up in your head what was going on. That's the other thing. Again, I'm trying to talk about games other than what is that?
And then wildflowers. What is
Yes, is
what?
that your phone? I
Oh
thought
yeah, I was getting.
I thought I heard
Yeah,
something honking.
I got a phone call for some reason. Some person somewhere has a wrong number because I was getting phone calls like in the middle of the night before last, and it was a 704 area code. And I'm like, what in the world? But it wasn't like a number that I recognized. It wasn't anybody's number that I had saved in my phone. And so I like ignored it, and then it kept calling, and finally it called like during a reasonable time during the day yesterday, and I answered it, and I was like, "Hello," and he's like, "Hey, this is someone." It was like some name that I didn't recognize, like Daryl or something, some name that I didn't recognize, and I was like, "Who?" And he's like, "It's Daryl," like saying as if that should clear everything up, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I think you have the wrong number," and he's like, "Oh." It was weird.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, they think that they have the right number, so they're going to keep calling and go, "Why is he ignoring me?"
Exactly. Oh, I need to open up these bags. That's why I don't have any space in my pockets. I want to know when I can expand my house because Scrooge McDuck offers a lot of like home decor stuff, but I don't have space to put any of that stuff in this drab little place. I changed my wallpapers. I like these wallpapers. These are cute. I think these are Merlin's wallpapers. And then I changed my floors, but I still have these ugly boarded up windows. There was a boarded up window on this wall, and I just took it down. And then there's these boarded up windows that I want to replace with better things, but I guess I have to buy them. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, so I want to upgrade my house, but I have not been presented with any options to do such yet. Because like you can see outside of Scrooge McDuck's shop and then outside of Goofy's shop, there's the little like Scrooge McDuck like construction logo. And if you click that, then you can pay money to upgrade their shops. I've upgraded Goofy's shop once. I have not upgraded Scrooge McDuck's shop yet. How much is it? I might do that right now if it's not too much money. I'm also afraid to like sell things because I don't know how rare everything is yet.
yeah.
And so I'm just kind of holding on to stuff. Hello, Scrooge. Oh my gosh, it's the same price as those friggin' Lion King shoes. Ooh, whoever it was left a message. Ooh, they're wanting some henna for an event. I will check that after the stream. Nice. I have food. Thank you.
Love you.
Love you. I got room service. It's tiny pink fan.
Lovely.
I think the only other thing, because I don't have money to do anything right now. I thought I had some money. I thought I had enough like stuff to be able to do more things while we were talking, but apparently everything is more expensive than I thought, and I've got to do more like quest things. The only other thing I wanted to show you was the fishing mechanic. Let me get rid of some of the stuff that's in my pocket first. So when you get pouches like
how
this,
much I hate fishing.
I know, that's why I wanted to show you the mechanic. So there's different colored pouches. These are the only things I recognize are the furniture pouches, purple, the clothing pouch. Hello, Goofy, just sliding in the frame. The furniture pouch is purple. There's the motif pouch. I don't think you can use motifs to decorate your clothing. Okay, there's that. And then the clothing pouch.
Your character even wears the pants low down on your hips like you do. I just can't.
What can I say? I'm good at making myself in games. And we got furniture. This cute nightstand that, where am I supposed to fit that in my house? Where am I supposed to fit that?
So was this free stuff that came out of a...
Yeah, I think one of them I dug up out of the ground and the other one came out of a thing. Let me change my clothes real quick. Let's see. Let's put on some shorts. I've got this Dreamlight armor, which is crazy. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Does that not feel like I am at the end of the game kind of outfit? Like, why do I have this already?
It either feels like that, or honestly, it reminds me of Palia. All the clothes in Palia look like that. There's no just regular degular, I'm working on my farm clothes. It's all fancy.
Like, yeah, like armor and stuff.
Probably because Palia, the only way they are a free game with no ads. The only way they make money is you buying clothes. They don't have like furniture things you can buy or anything. It's just clothes. That's the only thing you buy with real world money. That's the only way they're making money. However, I just heard yesterday, the overalls are cute.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which shoes I want to do.
I just heard yesterday that they laid off half their staff.
Oh no!
So apparently, selling in-game clothes is not making them enough money. Because maybe if they sold not just clothes but some like house items or whatever, because not only do you, when you buy the clothes, only your character can wear the clothes. You can't buy clothes and gift them to somebody else or anything. Things that you have like in other games.
Yeah, they should expand it a little.
Other games that are free to play have ways for you to buy the stuff and give it to somebody else or whatever. And also to buy things for your house and stuff like that. They don't have any of that. Your sister, surprisingly enough, has been playing Palia. The sister, the one you don't think of who playing video games. She has been getting into Palia. I have not been playing Palia. I introduced her to it, but then I didn't play it.
Yeah, I think I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
Do you have it on your Switch or the hat's cute?
Well, I wanted to point out when you put on the hat, it doesn't like mess up your hair or take away your hair. Like that's it just kept the hair and then put the hat on top of it. I don't know.
There's so many games where they don't get the hat interaction with the hair right.
Yeah, so you just put on a hat and then your hair is gone.
You can see the pixels of the hair peeking out in weird places on the hat where it doesn't cover properly. That hat looked like it was definitely just sitting on top of your hair like a normal hat.
All right. I think I like this outfit. I'm going to, do the fishing mechanic. Okay, so you have your weapons wheel. I say weapons. You have your like tool wheel, like you would in. We were just talking about this game, Animal Crossing.
Tool wheels, I have trouble with those. That's another thing in Palia is like they have this tool wheel thing, and I always have trouble managing that. That's the number one thing that will knock me out of a game right off the bat is if
The tools are on a wheel.
no, the controls in general are difficult for
Mm-hmm.
me to maneuver. If it's just really awkward for me to do things in the game, if I have to like hold this button while I'm clicking this button and stuff like that, if it's something that I have to repeatedly do, because that's what happened in that game, No Place Like Home, where I was watching somebody play that, and I really, it just felt, you know how they say on TikTok and YouTube, oddly satisfying. It
Mm-hmm.
was oddly satisfying to me to watch them. Oh, you caught a catfish.
Yep.
It was oddly satisfying to me to watch this person vacuuming up all the trash in the
Mm-hmm.
world. And so it made me feel like I wanted to play this game. But then when I got the game, the physical controls of the game, because you couldn't use a controller. And so the physical keyboard action of trying between the keyboard and the mouse to do the vacuuming and stuff like that, my hand hurt so bad. And I
Ooh.
played that game for a while because watching myself suck up the trash was really fun, but then my hand really hurt and there was no story. Really, there was a setup of you're stuck on this world. Everybody else has gone to Mars because Earth is no longer habitable, and you're going to follow soon, but you were trying to find your grandfather or something. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all the setup. There's no further story progression after that initial setup. You just wander around cleaning up all the trash, and then you make yourself a little farm. But then, like it's like you and five other people on the entire planet. But what are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
There's no story. Why are you even bothering to grow these vegetables and save these animals? There's nobody here with you. Just get on the rocket ship to Mars and be
And
with
leave.
everybody else.
This is the other thing. Do you see that shadow of Minnie Mouse over there?
Where?
It's like
Oh, I
across the
see it
water,
now.
that
The
blue glowing.
sparkly thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shadow of Minnie Mouse. And Vanellope Sweets looked like that earlier. And then when I walk up to it, it disappears. Um, I got Vanellope Sweets because somebody, I think Scrooge McDuck, was like, "There's a ghost in the castle," but Scottish. And I went in there, and it was Vanellope Sweets. But her whole deal is that she like glitches in and out. Like
Uh-huh.
that's her whole, like that's the plot of her entire movie, is that she like
Uh-huh.
glitches in and out. So I understand why she would look like that. I don't understand why Minnie is showing up like that, unless it means that I'm like close to getting to her to return. Maybe,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. But the fishing mechanic, so I did it a couple times. I don't know if you saw while you were talking, but basically you aim, which drives me absolutely crazy. There's different colors of bubble circles. So there's white, which is like, I guess, normal. There's blue, which is like a little bit harder. And then there's red, which means it's harder, like the hardest one, but you'll get like better stuff, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But you aim, you line yourself up physically, which there's no like reticle or anything. So you saw me like have to redo it a couple times. And then you hold down X, and that'll start a little circle down below you. And you have to stop it right, like basically in the middle of the bubble. I don't know if you'll even be able to see it on the stream, because my stream is like glitching a little bit. Could you see it?
Not really. Not really. I saw you cast off, but other than that, not really.
Yeah, there's a little circle, and you have to like let go when it's in the center of the thing. But then it's like it makes me think of Elite Beat Agents, where like the circle is going like shrinking
Uh,
down to the circle around your lure or whatever, and you have to
uh,
press it when it's within the ring.
oh yeah. Already nope, not doing
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I knew you would not like that.
Not doing that. Not doing that. I hate fishing. I hate
Yeah.
fishing. I hate fishing and I hate mining. And that seems to be a thing that people really like in these games. There's three things in these games that I really don't care about. that everybody seems to like in these games. Number one is fishing, which I hate.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's some sort of timed rhythm game, mini game thing that is just frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And in even in wildflowers, where it is the easiest fishing ever, it's still frustrating because fishing is one of the ways that you get recipes, and
Yeah.
you want to unlock certain recipes because the gifts that you give to people in wildflowers are all food. So
Yeah.
you want to unlock the recipes for the food that certain people like, and sometimes you can only get those recipes by fishing, but you can't. It's just a random thing. Like you go fishing and usually you get a fish, but sometimes if you start to go fishing and a bottle pops up, the
Mm-hmm.
bottle has a recipe in it, so you wait for the bottle to get hooked on your line
Yeah.
instead of the fish. But a bottle doesn't pop up every time. I've got like I think 6 or 7 recipes that I'm still trying to get. And I
Mm-hmm.
bought all the books from all the stores. And I go up in the woods to dig up this, like 3 spots a day in the woods that you can dig up, and they'll either give you a recipe or money. And it's just giving me money now. So apparently there's no more recipes up in the mountains. So I got to fish to get these last few recipes. And it's just boring to me to just stand there and try to hope that a bottle's going to come up every day.
Yeah, this game, the recipes are a little bit different. So sometimes you get recipes from people. Like I got the crackers recipe from Mickey because he was like, "Oh, Minnie used to love to have snacks with like crackers and jam or something." Mm-hmm. And then some you can just throw items together in the pot. And if you happen to get a good combination, then you get a recipe. That's how I got the grilled fish and the tasty veggies, I want to say.
That's how No Place Like Home is. You throw, there's no recipes you can find at all in No Place Like Home. You just put things together in a pot and it'll tell you whether it's food or not.
Mm-hmm. And you can cook at basically anybody's stove, and different people also have crafting tables, and you can craft at different people's crafting tables. The thing I'm trying to figure out, because right now, to finish Mickey's quest, because Mickey's trying to bring back Minnie. To finish Mickey's quest, I have to make some of Minnie's favorite foods. Once it loads up, he gave me the recipes for them, I believe. And so I have the recipes, but the recipe for at least one of them, let me double check and make sure I'm looking at the right one. Missing Minnie. She wants, actually, fish sandwich and crudités. I don't think I have the recipe for either of those. I don't think that recipe showed up at all. So Mickey, how the hell? How am I supposed to do that? Collections, critters, fish, forage ingredients, meals.
So other than making food for these quests, is food needed at all? Does your character need to eat food for energy, or?
Yeah, food gives you food will give you energy, though I've leveled up a few times. We got 3 viewers right now. No comments though. Okay. I'm just making sure we didn't miss anything. But yeah, so I've leveled up a few times now, so I've got a lot more energy than I did before, so I don't have to run back to my house many times. But if I'm you can see in my inventory, I'm keeping some grilled fish and some little Sammys, because if I'm out somewhere further away, because the quickest way to get your energy back is to walk into your house. Because if you see in the top left hand corner of my screen, that little health bar or that little energy bar, I'm gonna walk in my house real quick. You can get health by sitting down on people's beds, sitting down on a bench or something. But you see, I walked into my house, filled up immediately. So it's not I really need to spend some time and wait or anything. The food will also fill it up, but different food has different levels of filling you up. And I'm going to check this again, because if Mickey wants me to make fish sandwiches and crudités, but I don't think I have those recipes.
And is does everything you do use energy, or is it just certain activities that use energy?
So like anything that would require a tool other than the camera. So like digging, mining, fishing, and then like pulling up the wild, like foraging the wild plants or pulling up plants in the garden. Mm-hmm. Those all use up a little drop of your energy. So you can see I've got all these herbs chilling here in front of my house.
So, but does running around use up energy?
No, I could run around all day and it doesn't do anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of how it is in wildflowers a little bit. It's like you could farm, you know, water your plants, plant new plants, that sort of thing, and you can run around, and none of that really uses energy. But if you have already run your energy out doing something else and then you try to go do stuff on your farm, it'll tell you you have no energy.
Mm-hmm.
But really, you're not using any. If you have any energy at all and you go to do your farm stuff, then you're fine. It's not going to do anything to your energy. So it's a little weird that way. In wildflowers, really the only thing that uses energy is like the mining and the fishing are the two big things that use energy in a noticeable way. So by the time you get to the end of the game, it's very heavy loaded in the beginning of the game, as far as needing to watch your energy.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. By the time you get toward the middle or the end of the game, you're not really using hardly any energy. So
yeah, exactly.
You never really need to eat any food. It's more so in the beginning of the game where you need to watch that kind of thing.
Yeah, the first sorry, I'm eating my pancake. I want to say the first 2 or 3 days that I was playing. Ooh, an enchantment for my watering can. The first 2 or 3 days that I was playing, I had to keep running back to the house, and it didn't occur to me that, let me use some of the stuff that I'm gathering to make food to give me more energy. So I kept running back to the house.
See, if I saw you doing that, if I was watching you do a playthrough and you kept running back to your house when you had food, I'd be yelling at the screen. Because I do that all the time when I am watching something and I'm like, you have food. Why are you not eating the food? Eat the food. Why are you saving the food? Eat the food.
Yeah, I will probably in just a second go and sell a bunch of my stuff. But one good thing, and I'll show to you when I bring up my inventory again, is if you have something in your inventory that's meant for someone's mission, it'll have a little crystal in the corner next to it so that you don't accidentally sell it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's got a little crystal, and then if you hover over it, I believe, it'll show the face of the character who needs the item. That's
cool. Merge Mansion is like that. If you've got, and I think some of the other Merge games are like that, where if something takes, you need 3 roses and 2 diamonds, if you already got the 3 roses, it'll put a check mark next to each rose in your inventory so that you don't accidentally do something with those roses. You know that they're set aside for something else.
Yeah. No, this is just a test, so the enchantment will be temporary. I finally got all the things for one of his quests. Use the watering can on the mushrooms near the meadow, near the entrance of the glade of trust. Oh, okay, upgraded. All right. Let me get... Okay.
I can't wait until Wednesday, by the way, because I have been watching some things that are.
Oh yeah.
This is a teaser for anybody watching now to come watch us on Wednesday, because I have been watching some trash that I cannot wait to talk about.
Oh, same. I got caught up on 911 Lone Star. All 4 seasons, I watched this.
If you are caught up, then you're further than me, because I have not. I don't think I've watched the last season, so I need to go back and finish up.
Yeah, go back and watch that real quick so I can talk about it, because I'm ready to talk about all of it.
Oh, hello.
So for those of you who may be watching, that's what we do on Wednesday. We talk about our craft projects. We're here Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. We talk about our craft projects, and then we talk about any trash that we have been watching or reading lately. Although I shouldn't call it trash. Not 911 Lone Star is not trash. The stuff that
It's
I have been watching,
chaos and drama.
the stuff that I have been watching is straight up trash. And I can't wait to tell you about it.
Nope. What am I looking for? Also, he was like, Merlin was like, oh, let's test this out to give you the enchantment so you can get rid of the mushrooms. And he like gave me a temporary enchantment. I got rid of that one mushroom. I've been trying to get rid of these mushrooms for a while. I got rid of that one mushroom. And he's like, all right, I'll work on making it a permanent upgrade. And I'm like, what? How do I get that? I thought this was that mission. How do I get that? Bruh. Okay. So I only need one more villager friendship to reach level 5. I do not have the recipes. Let me go talk to Mickey. Do you have these recipes? Is that what's going on here?
Maybe that's why Mickey's been trying to get your attention.
Nah, he just rolls up in my line of sight all the time. Just for no real reason, honestly. Oh, another good thing is if you like mine stuff or whatever and your pockets are full, it just stays on the ground. Like this crystal, as long as it's not one of those timed event things, the timed event things those disappear. But like this crystal that I mined like 20 minutes ago, it's just chilling here.
So there is a limit to your inventory.
Yes, I had to buy more inventory space earlier.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Wildflowers is unlimited inventory.
Bruh, it was originally like 2 rows less, and so I only had the first 2 rows, and now I have 2 more rows, or maybe it was 3 rows, and I added 1 more row, but it costs a good bit to expand. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
20.
Well. The only thing I can tell. So how many extra spots is that? It said 35.
So I have
backpack.
4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 times 4 is 24. So it'll be another row, it looks like.
Okay. Merge Mansion charges you that much for 1 spot. One spot. And then it keeps going up. So like, because the first few spots, because I can't remember how many rows they give you, but like the first few spots I readily bought, and then because I think they were like 500, then 1,000, then 1,500, going up every time. And now I think I'm up to where it's like $30,000, or as they say on the playthroughs, 30,000 monies. They never say dollars or pounds or whatever. They all just say monies.
Monies. That's what I say when I'm playing games.
30,000 monies to open 1 spot. So like I hesitate. I'm not spending my 30,000. Not that I have to have anything else in that game. There's not really anything else you need to spend it on. And I get, 15 monies here, 20 monies here, 15 monies here, 20 money. I mean, you constantly are getting monies because like you either sell off the things that you don't need anymore that are taking up space. Because if you don't have any space in your inventory and then your board is full and you need to do some things, you just sell off some things that you don't need for any of the missions right now.
Yeah.
And not even missions, because Merge Mansion is almost nothing. I want to say tasks.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because really, it's like, bring me 3 buckets. Okay, I brought you 3 buckets. Okay, bring me 2 flower bushes. Okay, I brought you 2 flower bushes. I mean, it's just tasks. There's very little story in Merge Mansion. There is, or I think there's something. Honestly, I think there's something wrong with my save file of Merge Mansion because I played it for ages and got almost no story whatsoever. And then people kept talking, and I would go on Reddit, and people kept talking about bits of story. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then finally, after they finally did an upgrade, and I got up to like level 35, all of a sudden I'm starting to get story. And I'm like, well, what happened to all that story back there I didn't get? You just dropped me in the middle of the story now. Mm-hmm. I'm confused.
Yeah, that sounds like there was a glitch. Ooh, I can upgrade my house. Finally.
Expand your house. Are you happy?
I am. Because look at this tiny house. What was I supposed to put in there? House floors.
Again, I should have said, as I was saying, things that irritate me about games. Don't like fishing. Don't like mining, because mining is just, again, it's the randomness of it that is annoying to me. That's what I like about farming. If you tell me you need 3 carrots, and I plant my 3 carrots, and I water my carrots, and I wait 3 in-game days for the carrots, and then I can take you the carrots, I'm fine with that. I don't like when you say I need an emerald, and then I go in this cave and I hit rock after rock, not knowing which one of them is going to be the emerald. And I'm using up all my energy, and then I go back tomorrow to hit more rocks. That's not fun to me. So I don't, and especially mining, when there's, at least in Wildflowers, there's not creatures in the mine that are going to get you. I played some other games where you go in the mine and there are creatures chasing you. Look at your room.
True. Yeah, I can add rooms, but the rooms are locked. So I can edit. I can edit the main room. Okay. So I'll call it something in a minute. Actually, I'll call it the foyer. It's my foyer.
Do you know how to spell foyer?
Yeah, it's spelled like foyer. All right.
The third thing that annoys me is decorating houses, because I'm bad at it.
I gotta upgrade my house.
I'm bad at it. I'm not good at looking at layouts and knowing where to lay stuff. So I end up just putting stuff along all the walls, or just dropping it in the middle of the room. I'm just really, and that's why I stopped playing The Sims. When I played the original Sims, it was like you could just buy a pre-made house and just, the decorating, you like maybe decorate the walls or whatever, but it didn't feel as stressful as now that they've added upgrades, and now we're on Sims 4. It's much more, it's like they've given you so much that it's too frustrating to me. To try to lay out the house and try to make the rooms big enough, and then I make it, and then it turns out that I didn't make the room big enough and they can't get out to go to the bathroom, or there's not room to fit the bed in there, or I can't figure out how to put stairs so they can get up to the second floor. I'm not an architect. I cannot. So that's just stressful to me.
I just put things the way that I want them to be.
I can't even visualize how I want them to be.
Visualize, just move it around. Ooh.
It's frustrating to me. It's just stressful to me.
Get rid of this busted old painting. Get rid of these busted old windows. I'm gonna have a windowless hovel until I find some better windows.
Why?
All right, so eventually I'll need to put a bed or something in here, but until then, let's have a nice chair by the fire, and I'll put my radio, which will not for this stream, but whenever you're in your room, you can adjust the radio, and it just plays like music from Disney movies.
Oh, good Lord!
Yeah. It plays like just orchestral, like the background music for Disney movies. Okay, I like this. Now I feel like I can buy some furniture. Actually, what furniture do I already have? What furniture has been sitting in my pocket? The other thing that I really like is your wardrobe and your furniture does not count, as long as it's not in the little bags. Your wardrobe and your furniture does not count towards your inventory.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes, you have unlimited wardrobe. I don't need to like buy a closet or anything for it. I have unlimited Yeah. Let's see. We got save.
Not as good as completely unlimited inventory, but you know.
Let's get my little
Oh, it matches
celestial
the
there.
wallpaper.
It does. These are the things I got from Merlin. I really like Merlin aesthetic. Ooh, and I got some windows from Merlin. Let's put some nice windows in here. Look at the light. You can see the light coming in from the window. Do you see it?
That is cool. That is cool.
Oh, I really like that. Okay, let's put a nice window here.
That is cool.
And then, I've only got one. Oh, I gotta figure out how to buy more of those. Okay. Let me get a nice little planting.
Well, that's a statement window. You don't need more than one of those.
I don't need it, but do I want it? Yes.
Do you want your house to be gaudy? No.
Yes, I do. I want the most. Let's see. I'm not putting this Mickey Mouse ass nightstand next to my nice Merlin bed. It's cute, but that is not the house I'm going for. I do kind of want the garb outfit because I feel like this fits the vibe. Let me see. Where am I gonna put it? Let me tuck it in the corner over here. I'll tuck it. Let's flip him. It'll be just a nice like display piece. Okay, so now I feel I can buy some furniture.
See, there are people because I watch playthroughs, and there are people who can spend time. I was going to say hours, but I'm not watching somebody for an hour do this. But they can spend some time decorating their house, kind of like what you're doing now, and I just can't because it's stressful to me. Now, making my character that although it's not terribly interesting to watch somebody I've discovered on a playthrough making their character if it takes overly long. But I can spend a lot of time making my character if I'm just playing a game at home by myself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's something that Wayne makes fun of me for all the time because when I was playing Saints Row the Third, where was I going to go? Oh, I'm going to go see what kind of furniture we got at Scrooge McDuck's place now that I have a bigger house, now that I got space for it. But that's something that Wayne would make fun of me for all the time is when I was playing Saints Row the Third, he was like, how come every time I turn around and look at your screen, you are changing your character's outfit or hair? you at some point have to be playing some of the game. Why are you always changing the outfit and hair? Okay. I really want this Beauty and the Beast 1991. I'm so sorry, correction. Beauty and the Beast 1991 lamp.
1991. So that's the animated Beauty and the Beast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm about to lose all my money. Now that I have house space, I'm going to lose all my money.
That lamp is nice though.
Yeah. Oh, but is it 4,080 money nice? It is. I'm going to get it.
But aren't you saving up that money to unlock worlds or something?
I do need to unlock things, and I also need these Lion King shoes that I don't have enough money for. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to get for right now. I kind of want this giant spool of thread. I don't know why. It just feels very cute. But it's also $4,000. What is this?
Is it like a seat?
Serving cloche. I don't know. I think it's more like a dresser. Yes, Scrooge. I know I don't have money. I just wanted to look at it up close. Don't you stay in here calling me poor?
According to my records, you don't have any money.
Right? Oh, it is a seat. You were right.
I thought so only because I was just watching a TikTok the other day with a woman going to different home goods stores because she's trying to find a certain stool. She's looking at all these other stools, and there are stools shaped like a giant cob of corn. There's a stool shaped like a giant strawberry. There's a stool shaped like there's all these stools shaped like different vegetables and things, and it's like, okay, so that spool of thread has got to be a stool.
All right, first things first, I'm about to empty my pockets. If I need any of this stuff later, we'll figure it out. I need some money. Let's see. Okay, so all of this is stuff that just readily grows in my yard, honestly, at all times. What are you?
Oh, so you can sell your crops
Yes. These are flowers that grow in the yard. I don't
and
want to
you can
sell
and you
the
can
only
use that money to buy stuff from Scrooge McDuck.
yeah, because this you sell these for gold monies. I don't want to sell any of the egg stuff because I think the eggs are only here for the Easter event, and so I don't know if I'll be able to get those later. So I'm gonna hold on
Yeah,
to those.
save those.
But yeah, let's sell this red algae. It's rare, but I can just go fishing again. I'm gonna hold on to the fish because if I use the fish to make a recipe, then I can sell them for a lot more. So I'm gonna hold on to that because
You would go ahead.
I think I could sell them for more if I use them in a recipe.
You talking about those eggs just made me think of something because even though you wouldn't know it by my real world house, but there are certain things that organization wise drive me nuts. And like for instance, and I know a lot of people are like this, but I'm one of those people that I don't like that little red notification number next to the icons on your phone. I got to get rid of all of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
that's driving me crazy.
and there's some that there's some apps that give me that red notification for stuff that I don't ever want to know about, and I finally figured out that I can go in the settings and just turn off notifications for that app altogether.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know. Um, but another thing that digitally drives me insane is that um, when there's something in a game that you get for a quest and then the quest is complete, but that thing's still sitting in your inventory
Yeah.
and you can't sell it, you can't give it away, there's no way to use it for something else in the game. It's just there. And those eggs made me think of it.
Yeah, because I
Although
don't know if I can still do anything with that quest, but they are still showing up. So I guess maybe I can
mhm.
because they're still showing up around the map.
Now the Easter eggs in the quest that I'm thinking of, in the game that I'm thinking of, you can like eat them for energy or use
Yeah,
them
I can do that too.
for something like that. But then there's other things like, diary pages and stuff that I got for a quest, and it's like I can't do anything else with this. I
Hmm.
I used it for the quest. Why did you not let me give it to the other person and make it disappear from my
Right? It should not be
inventory?
sitting in my pocket.
It's just sitting there.
Ooh, and here I go using up all my energy. Yeah, this stuff like this uses up energy because there goes all my energy from all this digging. Do I have space for even a couple more digs? No, I don't think I have energy for it. Let me go eat some fish. Actually, let me eat this first because that will clear up an entire
I'm
space in my
surprised
pocket.
I have not watched a playthrough of this game before because usually if I'm interested in playing a game, I watch a playthrough to see if I really want to play it or not. And then I usually I watch it and I get like maybe 20, 30 minutes in and it's like, oh yeah, this game's interesting to me. I'm going to stop watching you play it because I want to play it myself and I don't want things to be, I don't want to be spoiled on things.
Yeah, I specifically didn't watch people play this game for that reason.
But I'm watching you play this game, and I mean, no offense to you, but I don't know that I think I'm good. I don't think I need to
Yeah,
play this.
that's why I wanted to revisit this because I'm like, there's definitely a lot of things on here that I feel like she would not want to waste her time on.
So yeah, I think I'm good. I don't think I need to play this.
One thing
The
that I do like, I can hold the button down and it'll plant a bunch of plants at once.
I mean, and I like your character. I like that you're able to how your character looks in this
Yes.
game. Unlike in Palia has a lot of really cool. They have a lot of hairstyles,
Mm-hmm.
especially a lot of hairstyles that are good for Black people. a lot of braids and things like that. So they have a lot of good hairstyles. But other than that, I don't really like the way my character looks in Paleo. I tried to pick things that I like, but together they don't make an attractive character.
Yeah.
And
And it seems like there are a few more hairstyles that you can get as well in this game, but I don't know if they're going to be like normal people hairstyles or because like the one hairstyle that I got was Vanellope Sweets from what's it called, from Wreck-It Ralph. I guess I don't feel like waiting for it to load for me to sit in my house. I'm gonna do this. But you see it like at the top bar, it fills when you're sitting down, but it fills a lot more slowly than when I walk into my house. Can I still change things? No, it makes me stand up when I do that. But I want to show you the hair that I got. Not furniture. That's another thing. I don't have to go to a specific place to change my appearance, which I really like, because there are some games where like to change your clothes, you can do that anywhere, but to change like the way your eyes look, the way your lips look, the way your hair looks, you have to like go to a specific place. Here, all that's done in my pocket, which I really like.
Oh, that's cool.
But I got, there it is, the Vanellope Sweets hairstyle.
Oh,
which
cute.
honestly, I feel like it's very cute.
That's very you.
But I want to wait till I have an outfit that I feel like goes with that hair. Like I feel like this hair that I have right now goes with basically everything I'm wearing. I feel like the big hair needs a big outfit, and the only outfit that I have that I feel like fits that is like even then, like I got a big dramatic dress, but I feel like this is like a ball gown. That would not go with that hair.
Uh-huh.
And I want to get the top for this. I have this grand skirt and these astral boots, and I want to get a top that goes for it. Let me see if I'll just put this top on for right now. Okay, let me take off the hoodie. Oh my goodness. That's the other thing, is some things have like layers. And so trying to figure out what layer I am taking on and putting off. Because like I went to put on the blue shirt, but I had the hoodie still selected. And so everything falls under the hoodie, which makes sense because a hoodie is an outer layer. But this is the kind of hoodie that you cannot see anything under it anyway. So why would that be an option? But here it is. The grand skirt is really cool. It feels very Merlin. And then I've got the astral boots here that I think go with this outfit, but I don't know where that top is. I don't even remember where I got those. I have no idea what goes with that. I'm going to once again change my outfit since I'm already in here. I don't have very many pants options that I like. I want more like pants, skirts options, which is why I keep wearing the overalls and my cute little high-waisted shorts. Oh, it tucked the shirt into the shorts. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute.
That is
I'll wear
cute.
this. Yeah, I'm gonna wear this. And then what are we doing with shoes? I guess I'll just wear my yellow Mickey high tops and some black socks. Yeah, let's go with this. This is cute. Okay. I gained like 2 energy from that. I think I've only got a few things left that I need to get out of my pocket. Because I'm trying to get these seeds out of my pocket because they're just kind of taking up space. They're egg seeds for Easter, and they create the excellent vegetable, I guess. But I figured I might as well plant them and get them out of the way so that I can... Oh my goodness. I don't have any energy. I don't have any food because I already ate it. Trying to do all that planting. I need to level up.
Yeah, I think I need to at least try this because I spent a whole afternoon downloading it onto your father's device. But I don't know that I would play this long term.
I've been I've got syrup all over my hands. I need to wipe my hands off on something. I've been playing it on and off because they have it set up the way that they do. It is the kind of game that I can like pick up and play for like a couple hours or something when I'm not frantically trying to crochet stuff.
Which you should be frantically trying to crochet stuff, by the way. You've got stuff coming up.
Oh, I am. I have not played. This is the first time that I've played this in like a week. Because I've been trying to keep up with things, and I can show you all of the things I've been working on Wednesday. Let me just waste the makeup wiping syrup off of my hands and controller somehow. This is what happens when I eat my cute little breakfast while playing a game. Okay. But let's see, I think I've got one in my pocket. Yeah, they all look the same. I've got the excellent fruit, which grows on the bushes. The blue one is just the wild spring egg, which just kind of pops up on the ground. And then the yellow ones are the ones that I get from planting the seed, and it's the spring vegetable. They should have done that better. They could have done that better. They have Disney money. They could have done that better. Vegetable. Oh, so the rain made sure that those were watered. It did not.
I love when a game does that. I love when a game does that, where that you have rain and then so you don't have to water the plants.
Yeah. But you don't have to worry about these plants too much. Like these will probably be done before our stream is over. Like they grow very fast.
Yeah, I think I saw in another stream somebody because I have watched like briefly, like I'll bring up somebody and watch maybe 10 minutes of them playing this game. Now I haven't watched a full playthrough video of this at all to even know, I've just watched
until now.
Because usually I only pull up videos if they say, news about Dreamlight Valley or whatever, because I was trying to see when is this going to go free to play.
Yeah.
And so I would pull up, and then when they brought out the news saying it was not going to be free to play, I watched a couple videos about that. But so usually the people will talk about it and they'll be running around playing, kind of like what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about as much as I have watched, was to get the news about the game.
Oh, I also want to check something else out, because at some point when I set up his shop, he said that I could. He said that I could if there's something that's not in the shop, I could ask him for stuff. Maybe there's a catalog I can look at. You have a customer waiting for the delivery. Sir, I was not trying to start a mission. I was trying to talk to you. That's the other thing, is if you complete a mission with somebody and then try to go talk to them, they immediately assume that you are trying to start their next mission. Like, sir, I was just trying to talk to you.
They're trying to give you more work right away.
Exactly. I'm in your place of business. I was trying to talk about your store. Yes, who's the customer? Who needs a delivery? Oh, Merlin. I love him. Sure. Can you guess what he ordered? Something blue, something old like him, something magical. Probably something blue. He has a lot of blue stuff. Bless me, bagpipes, you know your villagers. Can you guess where he wants this piece of furniture? His study? But I don't want to say his study, obviously, because that sounds like snarky. I just want to say his study. In a secret room. Does such a thing exist? I think I'd have heard about it heard about one of those if we had him here in the valley. He clearly wants something for his study. Okay. Sure. Now, here's the down payment he made for the furniture. Use it to buy something or throw in some of your own money to get something even nicer. Ooh, how much are you giving me? 2,000 bones. Do we even have anything? Is it this blue chair? If you don't find something you'd want in my shop, come talk to me. I've just installed my on-demand delivery service. So he does have a catalog. So you can order anything from my catalog. Awesome. Okay, nice. Because I don't feel like he would want this blue chair. And that's like the only blue thing that's in here right now. Other than, does this stool count as blue?
Greetings, neighbor.
I feel like that counts as blue, doesn't it?
I think so.
Ooh, but it's 4,000. That means I'd have to spend the 2,000 that he paid for his down payment and my own 2,000. Let's look at the catalog. Excuse me, Mr. McDuck. Let's see what this catalog looks like. I like that because that's one of the things that stresses me out about Animal Crossing, because I thought about restarting my Animal Crossing so I could do all the like farming and stuff and like redo my whole island. But with Animal Crossing, you only ever get stuff when it just randomly, surprisingly comes up. And so you can't just like, oh, I specifically want this thing. And so I'm afraid of losing all of the things that I've collected over the like couple years that I was playing that game. And I don't want to like start over and have to spend so much time trying to collect all that stuff. I'd like to order some items.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Let's see. Furniture. So can I look at, what if I just click all? Ooh, okay. He really does just have a catalog. Oh, Game Loft TV. I can get a Game Loft TV for only $1,000. A microwave. Dang, they got a nice catalog. Okay. There's my bed. Ooh, I could buy another one of those windows. Oh my gosh, why is it so expensive? I got gifted that. Someone really loves me. That is so much money. I also got gifted this Mickey Mouse thing, which is also so much money. Oh, so I can order basic stuff and then I can order like more of stuff that I already have. Because this is all stuff that I already have. So I can't just like look in the catalog and be like, ooh, what is all of the new stuff? Okay. Well, that is good to know.
10-minute warning, ma'am.
Yeah, let me buy something for Merlin, go give it to the man, and I think we can wrap this up. What do I want to give him? Do we have something? Actually, I can give him this blue-ass Mickey Mouse shelf that I am not going to put in my house. That I feel like would be absolutely hilarious if Merlin had it in his study.
And so you're just going to keep the $2,000 he gave you and give you something you already have?
Yes. That's how business is sometimes. Don't.
Rude.
He literally said, "It's me, Merlin the Wizard. Give me something blue. It doesn't matter what it is. Here's 2,000 gold."
I'm sure that's not what he said, but okay.
I wonder if I can't. Wait, do I need to? How do I do this mission? I need to double check. Okay, bring Merlin blue furniture for a study. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even like have a prerequisite that I have to buy a thing. Hello, Merlin.
I can see in so I know you can talk to me.
Oh, I can only do these two things? I mean, I'm okay with giving him that fireplace, but what happened to that blue shelf that is definitely very blue? Okay. That's weird. You can take that fireplace.
Oh.
It's exactly what he wanted.
Tell Scrooge it's a pleasure doing business with him. What about me? What about a pleasure doing business with me?
You got the $2,000, so be happy.
Oh, true. You're right. It's a good thing I just had that sitting around in my pocket. Let me go finish up this quest with Scrooge, and then we can close out the game. This ran pretty smoothly today. I wasn't looking down at the stream screen for very much, but did it seem like it was running okay? Kind of freezing?
Yeah, it was a bit glitchy, but there are areas where it was smooth.
Okay.
It was a bit glitchy.
Really, it worked. You'll be my employee of the month soon enough. Sir, this is the first time you've actually paid me, and it wasn't even meant to be payment. It was meant to be bought. How can I be your employee of the month if you don't pay me?
Well, he is Scrooge.
True, but he's nice. He's supposed to be nice. And you're keeping the economy going too. Come back to my shop anytime. I'll have new stock in soon. Sweet. Oh, I'm only level 4 friendship with him. Okay. Who That's another thing is I'm supposed to reach level 5 friendship with 3 people, and I don't seem to see a place where I can check my friendship levels with everybody. What is this?
There's not a I don't know what to call it. Like a diary or something with the names of all the characters?
No, there's quests, there's collections. Oh, wait. Collections, characters? Okay. Maybe you were right. I need to go and find the people. Okay. Hey, there we go. So I can see. Okay. So I'm 5 with Mickey, 5 with Goofy, 4 with Scrooge. What are you, Merlin? And I'm 4 with Merlin. Okay. So if I do a couple more things for Merlin, then I can wrap up that quest. Because Scrooge's quest always send me just all over creation.
And now you can see all the people that you're having to unlock.
I wonder if this is everybody. Oh, well, this is everybody in Dreamlight Valley. And then there's Eternity Isle, but I think that's like DLC that you have to buy, which I don't know if I'm ever going to do that for this game.
Yeah,
all right.
Because I recognize when I would pass through YouTube and it was like, oh, Stitch is unlocked in the game now. Oh, they're dropping such and such character on this date. And such character on that date.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're going to add more people to the main game. But okay, this is fun. Let me close out. I'm going to go save. And then we can wrap up this stream. I should have just saved in the shop instead of walking out the door. It takes a long time. That's why I try not to walk into buildings if I don't have to, because it takes a long time to load this screen.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that people, when I watch playthroughs of Wildflowers, one of the early things that people are amazed by is that the character Tara can walk into stores and walk out of stores and like it's not the screen going black and waiting for it to even if you walk into a store and there's going to be a cutscene, the screen goes black for like 5 seconds. I mean, it's not anything at all compared to and people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I can just walk in my house or walk into the store and nothing. There's no loading screen.
Yeah, because
it's been a while since I played games, so I didn't realize when I played it and you walked into the stores, I was like, okay. It didn't occur to me that, oh yeah, because now that I think about it, I remember back in the day playing games and there would be a loading screen every time you went somewhere.
Yeah.
And you'd see the little hourglass and stuff. You'd be waiting a minute.
Yeah. So you try to do everything you can in that one location before you have to move somewhere.
Yeah. So thank you for showing us where you are in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Do you think you'll be playing this more, or?
I think I'll be playing it. I think I'll definitely keep playing it because it's an easy game to pretty much like pick up and like, oh, I'll gather the stuff, maybe get a little extra gold and like do one mission or two. I want to see if I can get to a point where I can like more easily like kind of keep track of the missions, or like maybe if I do some of these beginning missions, then it'll like open things out a little bit more to make it easier that I'm not like so congested with quests, if that makes sense. Like maybe it's just these beginning quests because they're like they want you to play, and then once I get further, it'll like not be so congested is what I'm hoping for. Also, I want more cute outfits. I want to decorate my house. Next time you see me, maybe my house will be better decorated.
Yeah, so I think currently that game is like average game prices of $60 or something. Do you think it's worth spending that much to play it, or would you say wait till you have Game Pass or Apple Arcade or whatever?
Right now, I'd say wait till you have some sort of Game Pass scenario. Maybe if I get further, like, because there's always the potential that, like, once I get past this beginning stuff, that they open up some story, some more stuff, and that's just like the beginning section of the game to get you used to playing it. So, as of right now, this is absolutely like a Game Pass. Like it still feels like a free to play game is the thing. And I don't want to pay $60 for something that feels like it was meant to be running around on my phone, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I love the character creation. Like the character creation alone, I would pay some money like to have some customizable stuff with that. But like as far as the gameplay itself, there is not like, I don't know. It just feels like there's not much going on. And then it also feels like, I know I haven't opened up that other section yet. Like I need to like finish my quest to open up the other section, but I don't know if it felt like this to you when you were watching it, but the map feels very crowded. Like it feels like there's a lot of stuff going on in a small amount of space. Because there's constantly like
it feels like a lot of running around to me.
Yeah, it is absolutely that.
And it's I don't know. I don't think I will, as I said, I will give it a try simply because I already downloaded it, but I don't think it would be a game for me simply because I noticed that you can do that whole 360 thing with the camera, and that's difficult for me in games.
What are you talking about?
Like keeping my orientation of where I'm going. If you
because it's third person, so you can like look behind yourself.
If you watch gameplay of Wildflowers, it is almost like a side scroller in a way. Because you're just looking at it face on like this, and Tara is running across here. You can see her running up there and stuff like that. But it's like it never feels like the camera has turned around. Like when it's
the sitcom effect. Like when you're watching a sitcom, you're watching Full House or something. You can see sort of this way. Like you can see the door on this wall. You can see the door on this wall, but you never look behind you because that's where the audience is.
Exactly. You can see Tara run up into the woods and up into the mountains, and then she can run all around in the mountains, and then when she comes back from the mountains, you're still here and you're seeing her run back down. It's not like you're behind her here running down like that. When you're like that constantly behind the character as they run, that's difficult for me to play. And that is your father gets sick when he watches people do that. It makes him queasy.
I can't play Dreamlight Valley for very long. We are already reaching kind of the limit of the amount of time that I can play. If I played that for another like 30 minutes to an hour, I would start getting nauseous. I can play for like 2 hours maximum.
And I'm thinking about trying My Time at Portia and or My Time at Sandrock, because somebody I'm watching who has played through most of Wildflowers keeps saying that the only other game that has the depth of story like Wildflower is My Time at Sandrock and My Time at Portia. So I'm thinking about trying those games because I am just Wildflowers has ruined me. And I'm looking for something else with that level of story, but not a visual novel, because a visual novel, all you're doing is turning pages. I want something that has that visual novel level of story, but you still have a few things that you have to do to push the story along that make it feel like you're playing a game. And it's just very difficult to find.
I'm trying to think of other games, but all the games that I can think of that are like that have the like third person view where you're walking around, or they have some sort of fight mechanic that I feel like you would not enjoy or something like that.
And trust me, I have just been dogging Studio Dry Dock's page every week going, are y'all coming out with a new game? I just, every few weeks I search hoping they'll make some kind of announcement or some sort of, because at this point, they don't even need to do an update to Wildflowers. If they come out with a different game, I'm willing to try it because they did so good with this one. But that's also why I want you to play Wildflowers, because I think it's a good game, but also you have played more games than I have. And if you play it, I can't describe to you what it is so much that I like about it. I need you to at least play the demo so that you can see.
Do they have it on Xbox?
I don't think it's on Xbox, but there's a demo. There's a demo on Steam, and they might have the demo on Switch. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know, because I would not be able to stream. Because if I played it, I would want to play it on stream, because you've been talking about it forever. So I'd want to play it on stream. I wouldn't be able to stream it from my Switch because I have a Switch Lite. There's no way that I could do that. I could try it on Steam, but I don't know that because right now when I play the Xbox games on stream, it's just streaming in the video and audio. It's not actually running the game on my computer. It's running the game on my Xbox and then just streaming in the visual onto the computer, which is what you guys see. If I played it on Steam, it would be my computer running that game and also running StreamYard.
Can you not run StreamYard from your phone?
I can, but then how would you see it? That's what I'm saying. How would you see it? If I'm running StreamYard from my phone, then I can see you here, but then how would you see the game if I'm running it on the computer?
Because the only problem that we've had in the past has been, we can talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
People don't need to see all this. But so are you gonna play the goodbye music and say goodbye?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to unplug my controller and get all the stuff out of my lap. I just have the worst angle right now with my phone. Oh no! I shouldn't have done anything. I shouldn't have touched a single thing. It was propped so perfectly and I messed it up. Okay, let's get We're Leaving music. Is it? There we go. Alright, I will scoot back so you can actually see me. I have been Artemis. This has been Danny. We played Disney Dreamlight Valley and told you why you should and should not buy it. Or maybe just get Game Pass. If you've already got Game Pass, then go ahead and have at it. This was Coffee Klatsch Playing Around. If you liked what we were doing and you're watching us on YouTube, like. If you liked what we were doing and we're watching us on Twitch, go find the YouTube maybe. We talk about other things before and after the stream sometimes. And also, can you like things on Twitch? I don't know how Twitch works, but if you're on Twitch, what's up? We stream Fridays. We do games like this. So if you like games, Fridays, 10 a.m.-ish. 10 a.m. Eastern-ish. On Wednesdays, we also stream. That is our Wednesday Coffee Klatsch, where we talk about TV shows, life updates, books.
We start with yarn and crafts.
We crochet things. I make things. I have an entire thing here. This is cute yarn that I can't wait to show you later. And markets and stuff, because I have a business and I'm attempting to have a business. On YouTube, if you liked us, like. If you want to see more of us, subscribe. If you want to know exactly when we are going live so you can hear our voices in your ear holes, hit that notification bell. That's all I got to say. Leave a comment somewhere. Leave a sparkle for Disney Dreamlight Valley as a comment. If you made it this far. Let's get out of here.
Thanks
We're done.
Bye.
Bye. Let's get out of here. End the stream.